Holy crap, everybody. I haven't reacted to RWBY in a hot minute, let alone watched anything RWBY related. I've, chatted about it on Twitter, chatted about it on Facebook, talked about it with friends and whatnot here and there, shared some memes, but I haven't reacted to RWBY in over a year now. So the Ice Queendom, as of today, the 24th of June, was released on Crunchyroll. And it was supposed to be released on YouTube for free up until the 26th, so over the weekend for people to watch it, get their toes dipped in, but Rooster Teeth, screwed the pooch there, but, big surprise, I know. But Crunchyroll, they rolled in, they upheld their end, and then there's a couple other websites, some of which I'm not even touching because of legal reasons, also did. But yeah, I mean, as of the recording of this, Rooster Teeth has yet to upload it to their website, but whatever. Or YouTube for that matter. So, whatever. Anyways, I found a means to watch it. I'll probably do my usual thing and, wait a week to upload this. I was thinking about doing it into 3 separate videos, but I may as well give the girls, my dancing Neos right there. I want them, I'm not going to pay them overtime, so we're going to do this in one straight shoot. Although it might behoove me to do it in 3 separate videos, but we shall see. But it's an hour and 6 minutes long. I imagine my predictions are it's going to cover the trailers, the red trailer, black trailer, yellow trailer, white trailer. And then it'll hop into the Beacon arc, because it's kind of it's not a remake per se, it's a retelling. So I honestly don't know what to expect going into this. Hopefully the subtitles work, because as you can see, that little gray area, that's where the footage is going to be playing. But below me is where the subtitles will show up, because I know you will not be able to read the subtitles. So I want you to be able to understand what I'm reacting to while I'm watching it. And hopefully the algorithm won't pick up what's going on down there, because the entire point of down there is subtitles. And then the point of the footage is for you to kind of pick up what I'm reacting to as well. I don't monetize my stuff, so if Rooster Teeth or Crunchyroll is just like, hey, we're not going to strike your video, but we're going to make money off of it, more power to them. By all means, I encourage them to make money off my shit, because I don't mind, as long as I can entertain people, I can entertain myself, I can talk about it, then we can go on. What I might do, though, is I will stop between each episode, provided there's a break in each episode in this hour-long snippet here, and then I'll talk about what I just watched, and then we'll hop in. That way it's not 40 minutes of me talking about other things. That way I can kind of get everything off my chest and off my mind and everything like that. I have no expectations going into this. I imagine it's going to be just RWBY Volume 1 all over again with some changes here and there. And I'm curious to see how the animation turns out. The dub will be delayed, but that's fine. I was more interested in the sub anyways. So, without further ado, let us begin. Ooh, pretty.
時の流れの中で忘れ去られた物語。かつて人は塵より生まれ、強く賢く創造性に満ちていた。
Hold up. Hold up. I thought that would happen. Can I? Yeah, damn it. Okay, let's do this number. It's gonna. I guess I'm just gonna have to roll with it. Wait, hold on. Hold on. We might be able to. On the field, technical difficulties. Okay, that should do it, because I was expecting there to be a second line of text. Alright. The alignment's good. My OCD can chillax. Let us resume.
だが、逃れ得ぬ闇の決心、破壊の獣たるグリムが人を
The creatures of Grimm!
グリムに追い詰められ、人が儚くも塵に帰らんとするかに思われた時、小さな希望が大きな光をもたらした。
They summoned a raiding party.
情熱と創造性によって見出したもの、ダストである。
ダスト。
人々は辛くも闇を払い、文明を取り戻した。
Audio check, audio check. Yep, we're coming in good. It's a lot on my end, but I know it's going to be good on the video. RWBY is the Ice Queendom. You know what took out the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Random Arnold Schwarzenegger quote.
お姉ちゃんがね、シグナルアカデミーを卒業してビーコンアカデミーに入学することが決まったの。すごいよね。お姉ちゃんがハンターになるって言ってたし、本当になっちゃうんだって思う。
Oh, RWBY looks cute.
私、ちょっと悔しい。あ、もちろん嬉しいよ。でも私だってハンターを目指してるのに。
I'm right there with you, RWBY. My grades in high school sucked ass too. That my siblings are being a lot more successful than me right now. Ooh, crest of the rose. Mmm, chef's kiss. It's a yang! A wild yang appears. On her trusted steed, the bumblebee. I feel tempted to do a reaction to the original volumes 1 through 3 and volume 4. It'll technically be a re-reaction, but I haven't watched those volumes in a while, so that I kind of want to have a complete reaction series on my channel for RWBY. It's Vass, best girl. Fight me in the chat, I don't care, or fight me in the comments, I don't care. Whitley! Ooh, I like his voice. Klein. They better have, oh, what's his name voice him? Oh, what the hell's his name? He voices Scar in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. His name escapes me, and it's pissing me off that I don't remember his name. Hello, Willow. I was there too, Willow. Is that Whitley? Oh, she's going to do the test gets the Geist possessing the armor. Yeah, Willie, you have to be intimidating. Shut up and watch. See, where the fuck was this character development? I'm already liking this more than the original Volume 1. Granted, you know, I can't really throw too much shade at Rooster Teeth and all them because they didn't know how big this show would become, or this franchise, I should say. I don't know, I feel like the anime has already handled the introducing characters and whatnot better than Volume 1. Granted, Volume 1 was still an experiment. Oh my god, Jock, you look terrible. Winter! Yeah, Jock looks fucking terrible. Not that the animation or the design or anything's bad. He just looks like he's seen some rough days. Like he hasn't had a good night's sleep. Yeah, Dad. Freaking asshole. Release the Kraken. He just instantly says, you can't do this. Kronk pulls the lever. I don't know, I just feel like this is a better introduction to Weiss as a character. I don't know if she's meant to be the main character or not. Also, that is loud as shit. Holy hell. Okay. It's Megatron. Round 1. Ready? Fight! It's making me think of like a Dark Souls boss fight. Turn this down a little. Holy shit. Okay. Sorry, Weiss, you gotta hit the roll button. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Just don't get caught up in your commands, though. You might accidentally roll too many times, and when you have to hit the heal button, it doesn't pan out. Ooh, right in the face. Officer down. She got her scar. She got her scar. I don't know how I got these scars. Yeah, so I was right. They are showing all the trailers. The humans fear the white fang too much to face us. Looking back on it though, I did like the black trailer. I think the black trailer and the red trailer are my two favorites. I think Yang's was my least favorite. Alright, yep. Blake looks really good, by the way. Like, Blake looking good. This is from the Volume 6 Weiss trailer? Was it the Volume 6 trailer? Or was it Volume 5? I think it was Volume 5. No, was it Volume 5? Yeah, I think it was. Because that was the volume that RWBY didn't have a trailer. But Blake, Weiss, and Yang all did. Come on, Weiss, you can do this. It's only the tutorial boss. Jesus Christ, Klein, you might want to get out of there, buddy. Ah, my hand's on fire! No, we do it the bird way. We fly. There you go, Weiss. Kick him in the dick. Kick him in his icy metallic balls. Enemy felled. Awarded 20,000 blood echoes, or blood runes, or whatever. So I've been playing Elden Ring. I keep calling them blood runes. Yeah, get Shrek, bitch. Fada. Oh, it's Burger King. Sweet. We can have it our way, kids. I like how I look that way even though the camera's up there. I could be talking to my cat over there who is sleeping. I like the fight choreography so far. The animation's looking pretty good. The art style's looking really fucking good. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely... This episode at least is very Weiss-centric. It looks like Blake's secondary. Whereas RWBY and Yang were just kind of introduced. They're there. We know they exist. Then we moved on to everybody else. So yeah, I guess if you count the 4 trailers as a singular episode, then that's kind of what this one's doing. They aren't faunus like us, racist. Oh. Oh, they're not gonna fight the big robot? I'm sorry, Senpai. I must find my own path. Okay. He's like, yeah, let her go. Shoulder us how wrong she is. How long she is? Ugh. Gasp. Blake, you been hiding something under there, lady. Yep, I hear the theme song. Is that Hatsune Miku? Big AK-47? What? Oh, that's neat. Hey, it's the shopkeeper. I'm surprised that door doesn't have like a glass pane in it. That way, I mean, I guess if you're gonna hang the closed store sign, you could just closed store sign. What the fuck? The closed store sign. You can hang it on the doorknob, or a little thing, or a little hook. Zwei, the best boy. What's up, Taeyang?
お前の入学祝いをこっそり買いに行ったんだよ、ヤン。
もうなんで言うの？せっかくわからないふりしてんのに。
すまんすまん。
Yeah, Dad. Way to ruin the surprise.
こうして家族で出かける機会も少なくなるな。
ルビー、私がいなくてもやってくるかな。あの子夢中になるとすぐ周りが見えなくなるし。
ルビーも独り立ちする頃だ。お互い支え合うのは大事だが、頼らせすぎはルビーのためにならないぞ。
True. She's gotta be her own person. Fight for herself. From dusk till dawn. Ah, Roman! What's up, buddy?
この時間まで店を開いているとは殊勝なダストショップだな。金なら出す。金はいらない。いただけ。
We're not. Relax. We're not here for your money. Grab the dust.
武器の形態変化の初動は防御と攻撃を兼ね備えているべき。わかる。
そこのガキ、手を挙げな。
はい。何ですか？
両手を挙げろ。
あなた強盗さん？
おうよ。
Oh! A semblance? What were the chances? It's the oversized gardening tool. Hey, taxpayers pay for that road, Ruby. Come on now. Look at you go, Ruby. You were worth every cent. Truly, you were. I actually like that line. Just because of how facetious he's being, he's like, you guys suck, you know that, right? Where'd he go? Oh, see, that makes a lot more sense. As opposed to him climbing the ladder. Just shoots a little grappling hook up there. Cinder. Well, I wonder if we're going to see Cinder. To be continued. Boom! She increased the crime rate. Well, technically, she's trying to decrease it. Glinda! God, Glinda looking fine. Holy shit. Like, goddamn, girl. Hello, Cinder. Well, no Glinda v. Cinder fight. Ruby, you in trouble.
あなたの危険な行動で無関係な人を巻き込んでしまうとは考えなかったの？あなたのオーラは銃弾を何発でも防げるほど強力なのかしら？だって
あいつらが。
これはオズビン教授。
少しお邪魔させてもらうよ。こんばんは、タイ。
教授、
心配ない。君の娘と少し話をさせてもらうだけだ。
It's the big cheese.
ねえ、あの人って。
ああ、ビーコンアカデミーのトップだ。
あなたに会いたいという方がいます。
Wait, where'd you get that shit from, dude? You didn't have that a minute ago. You have silver eyes.
君は銀の瞳の持ち主なのだね。
あなたは。
私を知って。
Ooh, I want to see Crow.
はい、多分。
There's like a lot of characters I want to see in this, even though I know we're not going to get to see all of them.
アカデミーの校長。
よろしく。さて、質問だ。君は我が校への進学を希望しているか？
信じられない。本当に？なんか飛び級で入学させてくれるってすごいじゃない。私と一緒に入学しちゃうなんて。
逸材だな。お前がいたチームスタークを思い出す。
ルビーはまだ子供です。
子は巣立っていくものだ。
二人いっぺんに。
Holy shit.
目にも思いませんでした。
I thought we were like 30 minutes in. It's a bar. It's Blake. Go hide in his barn. This barn? Barn. I need to stop talking in weird accents.
入学許可。
Pet speaking. Oh, okay, so she got enrolled into Beacon too.
新しい道に進める。
Oh, I like it. They're all going. Yeah, they're all going to Beacon. I mean, obviously they all go to Beacon, but I like how it's setting it up as opposed to just Weiss appears, then Blake appears. Well, of course I can't. Whitley hates you because he's jealous of you, and your dad's an asshole.
どうか元気でいてちょうだい。
お嬢様こそお達者で。
I would have thought Winter would have seen her off, but I guess she's off the will of Nicholas. So I'm assuming Nicholas is dead. Or at the very least, he's terminally ill. Like, he's in no condition to be moving about or anything like that. Dude, that art looks so good. I mean, it's very simple, but it's really good. Also, it's weird seeing actual people instead of the black silhouettes.
Haha, その調子だ。けれども無理に再婚を目指すことはない。二人ともありのままのお前たちでいればいいんだ。わかったな。は
ーい、パパ。そろそろ行かなきゃ。
手紙待ってるからな。
It's 1:30, damn. Oh, that's right, I woke up at like 4 in the morning. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of my mornings working on shit. So I want to get it all done before I have to actually take care of serious business. So that way I don't feel pressured. Pierra! Norandren? Vomit boy? Come to think of it, I've never reacted to a RWBY episode with Pyrrha in it.
勝利とは
random fact, I guess. Oh, and then they're doing the second half of the, or not second half, but the second bit of the. Yeah, more on Solo, focusing on Ruby. Alright, so that's the first episode, I take it. Oh, yeah, they're just jumping right in. Okay, so far, I like it. I like it a lot. The animation's really good. The art style is really fucking good. The colors are really they're not overbearing, but they're expressive enough. I know it sounds like I'm digging into the weeds. I'm not an expert by any means, but this is just shit that's sticking out to me. The fighting is really the fights were really good. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to see Adam and Blake versus the big robot, but that's a minor complaint. The fight with Weiss and the Geist inside of the armor I thought was really good. About as good as the one in the white trailer, although maybe a little bit better. I definitely like that they combined the trailers and the first episode of Volume 1 into a 20-minute episode. And like I said, I thought we were 30 minutes in, but they put enough content in there to where it felt compact, but it didn't feel like there was too much going on that I couldn't keep up with it. Because it introduces Ruby and Yang, then it hops over to Weiss, then it hops over to Blake and Adam, and then we focus on them for a little bit, then we hop back to Weiss, then back to Ruby and Yang, and then, all four of them coming together on the airship that you can see in the background. Well, you can vaguely see it. The voice acting for the sub is really good. I'm probably going to stick to subs throughout my entire viewership of this, regardless if I react to it or not. I'm probably going to stick to the subs. I like how they introduce the characters more in this, though. I like how they introduced Tai Yang, how they introduced Weiss, Blake, Adam. They included Klein, Winter, and Jacques. Now, to be fair, I don't know if they had Jacques and Klein and all of them in mind when... Volume 1 was going on. Like, obviously, Tai Yang was a thing. Zwei might not have been one yet. Klein might not have been one yet. I think Jacques probably was. Maybe Whitley wasn't. Winter probably was. Willow, I think, was. But it's good that we got to see a little bit of context on what Blake's running from and what Weiss is dealing with, because I imagine those two are going to come into their inevitable conflict of ideas. We got to see from Weiss's perspective that her dad's we know that her family is rich. Like, I'm talking from somebody that hasn't, from the perspective of somebody that's, coming into RWBY for the first time. I've never seen the anime. I've never seen the 3D animation. I'm just hopping into this. This is my first experience or exposure to RWBY. What I could infer from that person's perspective is that they see Ruby and Yang are sisters. They want to become huntresses. Ruby wants to be as good as Yang, maybe even better, but she can't enroll for another couple years, and she's going to miss Yang. And then, of course, the whole encounter with Roman happens. Glenda scolds her for, being reckless and whatnot, but Osmond's like, she's got potential. And then, of course, him and Tai Yang have that conversation where, he tries to reassure Tai. It's like, she reminds me of, your Team Stark. And I think she's going to do great things, so I feel confident in what I'm doing with her, and Tai Yang's entrusting, Yang to look out for her, Ruby to look out for herself, because she even told Yang that she's got to eventually, be her own person. And it'd be kind of hypocritical for Tai to be kind of against it, when he just told Yang that, like, she needs to go out and be her own person. She needs to stop relying on Yang so much. And then Ruby seems excited. It's not the awkward of, I guess the humble, like, I don't want to be the bee's knees. I just want to be like a regular, ordinary person. And here she seems a bit more, is jovial the word I'm looking for? She seems more expressive, more outgoing, more uppity. Not socially awkward, which I thought was a weird approach to her in the volumes 1 through 3. I thought it was a weird approach, not a bad one, just an odd one. Not the first choice I would have gone with, but like her being a weapon nerd, that's fine. And that's one of the appeals to her character. Her being selfless is a good thing as well, and her being that naive idealist of, like, I want to be a huntress like the heroes in the stories that I've read. I want to be like them. But of course, she doesn't know the reality of things. That it's not as simple as you go out, be a hero, kill monsters, and save the day. There's a lot more to reality than that. And then with Weiss, what we can infer is that she comes from a rich family, and her sister seems encouraging. Her brother's kind of passive-aggressive towards her. Her dad's clearly not in favor of her, and her mom's an alcoholic. And then Klein, of course, well, we didn't really get much of Klein. We kind of got that. Yeah, he's clearly like their butler or their caretaker, and he kind of takes care of the various affairs, the cleaning and whatnot. And I'd imagine he's the head caretaker. Um, but of course, he was the only one that saw Weiss out. We can assume Winter was doing some military stuff for Ironwood, which I hope we get to see Ironwood in these next 2 episodes. Um, what else? Whitley and Jacques are clearly not on good terms with Weiss, nor her with them. And then we know that Willow was probably, drinking her wine because she's an alcoholic and she's not very good as a mother. But she has her reasons. Even though I think she's neglecting her responsibility as a parent, I do understand why she's a drinker. And of course, having watched the volumes, we all know why she is the way that she is. But I really like how it already established the 4 main characters. And I can kind of see where they're coming from, where the stories are, at least the ground level of where their stories are, what Weiss wants to do, what Blake wants to do, what Ruby and Yang want to do. Like, Yang and Ruby, very simple stuff. Weiss, it's like, okay, I'm curious to learn more about her. And Blake, same thing. I'm curious to learn about why she's now abandoning the White Fang, even though we can infer that she was not in agreement with Adam, willing to kill the passenger, or not the passengers, but basically everybody on the train, regardless if they're military or not. And Blake was just not having it. And then, Adam had that line of, let her go out and see the real world, and then she'll come back to us. So I like that. I like that more of, like he expects her to gaslight herself into believing him or his side of things. So I kind of like that. Anyways, I've rambled on there. Let's move on to episode 2. So, off to a really good start so far. Really good start. Is that Lisa? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, is that Lisa Lavender? And her name's literally right there. Nora! The bus is flying! Ooh! Yeah, Pyrrha look good. Okay, so they kind of got her being the... Okay, I guess they're going with the socially awkward approach. Yeah, they are. Okay, flashback. Yeah. What? Oh, nice shades there you got, buddy. That guy looks a little on the old side, like... Unless he's like a scout. Oh, we're going out of sync here. Kawaii. Almost as lovely as this book that I will continue to reading as soon as you both leave. This goes a lost cause. The way her voice actor said that. That's what I told myself when I joined the military. Guess what? Shit didn't happen. That's me being a bit pessimistic, though. I actually miss being in the military. Suspicious of the... Oh, okay.
今何とおっしゃいましたの？
Uh-oh.
お二人は何をご存知なのかしら？そういうあんたは？私はワイス主任、カンパニーの後継者です。マジ？別にあなたを悪く言う気はなくて、ただそういう噂が。
Blake's like, I must make my escape.
人類的なファウナスのヌスッとクズ集団、ホワイトファングのザレ言を鵜呑みにしているだけでしょ。まあ落ち着いて。
ホワイトファングも昔は平和主義だったわ。あなたのカンパニーが弱いものから搾取する前までは。
あなたファウナスの味方？
もしファウナス全部が悪だと考えているなら、随分と浅い考えね。
よくもそんな。
How dare!
ちょっと出会い方が悪かっただけ。最初からやり直し。同じビーコンの生徒として仲良くしよう。さすがお姉ちゃん。こんにちは。ブレイク、モイス。私ルビー。
Neither of them are interested.
買い物に行かない？学校で使うものとか。
まあ素敵。おしゃれしてショッピングに行ってイケメンモデル系男子のお話でもいたします。あんな感じの。
Jesus. No.
冗談じゃありませんわ。
You've got to be kidding.
話しかけないでください。
Why don't you get that stick out your ass, Weiss? Yeah.
私やっぱり友達なんて無理。
No, you just made two terribly bad choices. Granted,
ビーコンへようこそ。私はグリンダグ。
granted, Weiss inserted herself into that
皆さんの
picture.
教師の一人、オズピン教授からお話があります。
君たちは戦士として訓練を受けてきた。今日その進化が試される。エメラルドフォレストのテストで。
テスト？いきなり？パパが教えてくれたでしょ？
古い寺院を目指し行く手を阻むグリムを倒せ。さもなくば命を落とす。
なお森では最初に目が合った者とペアを組み、2つのペアで4人1組を。
So they're jumping right into that whole force
在
thing.
学中の4年間はチームで行動する。気の合う相手を見つけるといい。
ペア？チーム？そんなの聞いてない。パパが言ってた。
Dad told you.
寺院には異物のレリックが複数ある。一つを選びビーコンクリフに持ち帰れ。我々はモニターするが介入はしない。自分の力で切り抜けろ。
もう間もなくテストの開始地点に到着します。それまでに準備を整え
Just
てください。
throwing him straight into the fire.
祈ります。
Or straight into the line of fire, that's what I meant to say.
はじめまして。私はワイス。さっき聞いてたわ。私はピュラニコスでしょ。ピュラってあのピュラ？
本物かよ。
私たちでチームを組みません？きっと無敵のチームになりますわ。2人で成績トップになって将来はバッチリですわ。そうね、考えておくわ。私と組めば絶対にトップになる。
やあ、俺ジョン・アーク。君俺のことタイプって言ってたよね。
Oh boy.
はあ？
Huh.
森でチームを組むらしいけど、俺と君ならぴったりじゃないかな。
チームは4人1組らしいわ。
あ、そう。君も頑張れば勝てるチームに入れるかもよ。
あなたまさかこの方をご存知ない？サンクタム首席卒業、ミストラルトーナメント4年連続優勝のピュラですのよ。
へえ、そうなんだ。
パンプキンピートのマシュマロフレークのパッケージ。
わお、すごい。でもこのシリアルあんまり好きじゃない。
Wow!
実は私もあまりヘルシーじゃないのよね。
やっぱり
Hold on.
だよね。
Hold the fuck up. I gotta rewind that. What the fuck? But I never really liked that cereal. Oh my god. Oh, I did not expect him to say that. Like, oh, that's her? I didn't really like that cereal. And she's like, yeah, it's not really good for you. And it's like, did we just become friends? Oh my god, I love this shit already. Holy fuck.
もうこのシリアルあんまり
This
好
is
きじゃ
so
ない
good.
な。
Wipes his face. Oh my god.
じゃないのよね。
やっぱりだよね。
お下がりください。
なんで？
お呼びではないからです。
あ、ごめんなさい。
She like you, John.
話じゃ女は男に自信を求めるって。俺どっかでやらかしたかな。
No, actually, you did it. You did it. You played your cards perfectly fine, dude. It's just Weiss is like, oh, she's stealing, or he's stealing my girl. That's my partner, you bastard. Get your own partner, sucker. Joe just Johnson, like, I didn't really like that cereal. So much better. Sorry, whenever I say it's so much better, I don't mean to like throw shade at Miles, Carey, or Monty. It's just that I like this. This is how, if they ever do decide to remake volumes 1 through 3, this is how I'd want them to do it. Except not verbatim like this, because then it'd just be redundant. John. Who? Is that Peach? Shion Zaiden? Who the fuck are you? So that Grimm is here? Yo, hold the fuck up. Hold up. Hold on. I'm sorry I'm pausing again. Yo. She looks cool as hell. I thought that was Professor Peach because they mentioned her in is it Volume 2? No, Volume 1. Because I think the idea was that Port and Oobleck were supposed to kind of sort of be Mario and Luigi, except not really. Yo, she looks dope as hell. I mean, she's got the whole pale skin, the like mystic witch look to her. Holy shit, man, this anime is fucking kicking ass. Oh, she looks so damn cool. I cannot wait to see Murderer Birds react to this. Holy shit. Dude, he is gonna lose his fucking mind. She actually reminds me of, kind of like Dorothy from Black Clover. I think it's just because of the hat, though. There's a specific Grimm in there, so I'm wondering what kind of Grimm we're gonna get. Yang! Yang! Jeez, that tree is huge. Uh-oh. She'll take a Ruby version. Uh-oh.
Hi, Joe. あなたのチーム、まだ空きがあるかしら。ルビー、どこにいるの？ルビー。お、ルビー？
Oh, okay. I was like, well, what the fuck?
ねえ、なんで急ぐの？泥臭いあなたに足を引っ張られて遅れを取りたくありません。泥臭くないでしょ？
A semblance.
かっこいいとこバッチリ見せちゃうから、私のこと見直すと思うよ。子供みたいに力を見せびらかすのはよして。あ、ちょっと。もう。だいたいあなた幼く見えますけど、入学できる年齢ですの？
Clearly. Well, actually, she wasn't technically.
飛び級で。飛び級？本当に年下。
Hey, you kill stealer. Damn it, Blake. That was Yang's kill. Oh no, I shouldn't be bothered by it. Oh, the Beowulfs! Remember your training! Damn it, Ruby! To be fair, Ruby, you did get in her way. Although you could have coordinated better, like, you take this half, I'll take this half. Extra crispy. Only you can. What the fuck? I just see a bunch of vines crisscrossing, crawling across the screen there. You can at least put the fire out, you know?
エアシップの中のことでしたらとっくに忘れました。
覚えてるから意地悪するんでしょ。いいよ、あなたとペアなんか組まない。私一人でいい。
まあ、
Wow.
ルールを無視して勝手にやれるほどお強いのね。ブラボー。
Hey, Ruby, you know squirrels and shit live there?
登録左右に感触持ち。最低ね。
That's calling the kettle black there, Weiss.
偉そうに大嫌い。自分は完璧だって言いたいんでしょ。
完璧などではありませんわ。
But I'm better than you.
でもまあ。
Yep. Our league's better than you. Ah! It's a bird! Fucking birds. I hate birds. Except like owls, eagles. Actually, I just hate birds that like constantly shit on cars. Like pigeons. Seagulls too. Seagulls are pests. Fucking sky rats. Damn. Probably gave that bastard a concussion. Oh, no two-headed snake? Holy shit, that hammer is huge. Whatever. I like how the takeaway of that was, oh hey, it's Ruby, not, oh hey, there's a big fucking bird chasing her. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. I just noticed we don't have any of Cardin's people yet. I'm off for that. Yeah, it's time to Vamoose or Vamoose. Vamoose, what the fuck is wrong with me? I apologize. Nah, I'm curious to see how they handle this fight. This is bad. Caw, bitches! There's an animal in trouble somewhere. Oh, I thought that was a whole different Grim altogether. I'm like, we getting a T-Rex Grim? What the shit? Ooh! Gonna be feeling that in the morning. Slice! Aw, it didn't go into the head. Okay, they're gonna use Pyrrha's blade to do it instead. Oh, fucking hell, that hurt. Jesus, talk about impalement. Holy fuck. Okay, so 2 takeaways from that. I like how Jean did his thing like how he did in Volume 1. It was mostly the same. But I also like how, and this is like a really small detail that I really, really appreciate, and that is when Jean noticed that the tail was damaged, he didn't just shout Pyrrha, and Pyrrha immediately knew what to do. He said, Pyrrha, go for the tail. It's a small detail like that that I'm going to recognize and really appreciate, because that's some of the shit that bothered me in Volume 1. Like, it's not like, oh, the episode's ruined, I fucking hate it. It's just more like, was it too much to ask for just to say Pyrrha the tail, or Pyrrha go for the tail? And then, Pyrrha obviously figures out that, oh, shield, yoink. Just a small minor thing, but I definitely like how they're handling this fight. It's very reminiscent of Volume 1. True to the source material, but improving on it as well. Sorry, had to get that out of the way real quick before I forgot about it. God, Pyrrha just looks so fucking pretty, though. The red and green just complement each other so well. I hope you're hungry! It's a stupid move, Yang, but it's ballsy. And it's cool as shit. Froze his tail and his legs. You're trying to show off again? Yeah, I was gonna say, yes, it might want to get on this shit. Yeah. Decapitation! Sounded better in my head, but holy shit! Enemy felled! Yo, I got a little bit of chills out of that. Holy shit! Holy, what the fuck? This animation! Holy shit! Hey, who the hell was she talking to? Oh, was that Glinda and... Okay, we're almost to the last episode here. I like that they made it like it was on the moment thinking, not long-term planning. So we still need to build John's confidence up. Weiss obviously looked disappointed. Blake, I don't know what to make of Blake's expression. More of, I guess, like apathy. What the hell? She has like some cracks on her. Alright, this is the beginning of episode 3. Yeah, because it's 42 minutes. So that episode encompassed the initial introduction into Beacon, and I really appreciate that they didn't do the tidbits where Ruby and John, goof around or whatever with their weapons, and how John's like, I'm more of a traditionalist with the sword and shield that, he inherited from his grandfather. Granted, I thought those scenes were perfectly fine as they were, but I like how it felt like a more natural progression. Like they're immediately dropping them off. That's their trial run to find their their relic, figure out who they're going to be a team with. And then, of course, the headmaster and Glinda kind of observe and evaluate who should be paired with whom. That way, it's not just this randomly thrown together team. They actually evaluate who should be put together with whom. And then from there is when they send them off to their classes to, get training, to learn about Grimm, learn about Dust, learn about history, learn about various other things to help them be knowledgeable out in the field and whatnot. The fight, though, holy shit, that fight scene was fan-fucking-tastic. Like, so far, every fight scene has been really good. That one, obviously, is the best one up to this point so far. Now, granted, in RWBY Volume 1, the 3D animation, that fight also was, to me, the best fight they'd have up to that point. But I think that's also the only genuine fight they'd had in the volume, minus the Roman and Roman's goons versus RWBY. Yeah, because before that, all we had was, like, Yang fucked with the Ursas, and then Blake kind of helped her out, and then Ren fought the two-headed snake, and then, Nora beat up the Ursa. Yeah, this feels a lot more well put together, even though I will, once again throw Miles and Carrie and all of them a bone and saying that, like, they were kind of building it as they went along. Like, they hadn't really set the plot up quite yet, whereas this one already knows what the plot's going to be going forward, so they're allowed to do more, or they're allowed to make it feel a bit more like a natural progression. So far, yeah, 2 episodes in, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. This shit's really, really fucking good. I have very little to complain about, if I've complained about anything at all. I've been pleasantly surprised, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So, anyways, let's hop into this last episode, and then I'll, I guess, give my final thoughts, because, yeah, I've been kind of talking about it as I went along, so. Banzai! Oh yeah, the fucking bunk beds.
いちいち騒がしいこと。
It's Pizza Ports.
未だ謎は多いが調査で判明したこともある。グリムは闇より生まれ成長し、用心深さを身につける。グリムは死ぬとすぐ塵に帰り、魂はないと考えられている。こうした知識を戦いに役立てることがハンターの務め。腕試しをしたい者はいるかね？
Test your might. Wait, when did you change into your uniform? Out of your uniform, I mean. God damn, that was violent as fuck. Holy shit. That fucking glare though, Jesus. What the hell? You got a doppelganger.
大した努力もなしにリーダーになったことがそんなに嬉しいの？私はただみんなで力を合わせてあなたを認めません。待ってお願い。
おお。
ルビーに任せて自分で解決できなければ
Fair enough.
繰り返しよう。
The fucking poofy face. I always find that fucking adorable.
学び訓練してきたのにこんな待遇だなんて。ワイズねえワイズどこ？私だってリーダーに向いてる気しないし、こんなんじゃビーコンにもいるべきじゃないって言われちゃうかも。
それはわからないな。
It's Mr. Oz. I hope they don't resolve this in one episode. I'm gonna be really upset if they do.
ご相談が。
君をリーダーにしたことを間違いとは思わない。
Like,
でもワイスはそう思っていません。
like if Weiss gives her a chance, but it's like a rocky build-up, then I'll make peace with that. But it shouldn't just be like, okay, they have a chat with the professors, and then it's all hunky-dory from there. There needs to be build-up. There needs to be growth. They notice.
まあ、なんですって。
My point exactly, yep.
君はこれまで何でも思い通りにしてきたのだろうね。
そんな、違います。決して。
ダダをこねるより最高の自分、最高のチームメイトを目指せ。誰がリーダーかなど大した問題ではないとわかる。
Oh, there he is. Senor Garden.
いいえ、応援に大声は当然
That's why it's called cheering.
そこまで。ご覧の通り、ジョン君のオーラはダメージにより激減。自分のオーラの限界を知り、戦い方を選びましょう。
Yo, what the hell is with these cracks on people, or these marks on people's necks?
すべてが備えているの。グリム以外は。さあ、あなたの中に眠るオーラをもっと解き放って。
Okay, that was a strange transition.
光ってる。でもこれ何の役に立つんだ？
最高の鎧となり、武器となる。オーラが成長すれば、あなただけの力、センブランスも目覚めるわ。頑張って。
ああ、わかった。
Yo, what is with these marks on people? What the hell is going on?
なぜ入学できたのかしら。重要なのはダメダメなジョーンがリーダーだとあのピュラが素直に認めたということ。
That useless John is a team
ダメ
leader.
なリーダーを支える最高のチームメイトならむしろリーダーでいるより得点は高い。そういうことですのね。
Yeah, that must be it. Totally. Oh, they got to keep the chess pieces. So what I will say that I like is that she's observing what Pyrrha's doing. And so she's kind of like, okay, maybe I should try that.
砂糖5つでしたね。はい、コーヒー。あなたいいリーダーになれますわ。私、最高のチームメイトになると決めましたの。勉強頑張って。ありがとう。二段ベッド、憧れでしたわ。
Yeah, Ruby's like unsure, like, that came out of nowhere. I think they both noticed. That or Blake's just feeling restless. Yo, what is with these marks on people?
俺だけの力。無理に決まってる。本当はここにいる資格だってない。
Whoa. Hey, it's those fucking vines I was talking about before. Yo, what the fuck's going on?
起きて。
どうしたの？風邪ひいた？
特訓で疲れたんでしょう。
オーラが変よ。
Whoa. Notify the students. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. No, it's the creepy witch lady.
やつです。直ちに処置を。
Oh, so she's just a straight up huntress. Interesting. I think it's that grim. I'm a nightmare hunter.
人に取り付きオーラを吸って成長するグリム。取り憑かれたものは夢にとらわれ眠りながらグリムの苗床となる。
グリムをやっつければいいの？
彼の夢の中に入ってね。
夢の中？
彼に近しいものが適任です。見知らぬものでは彼の心に拒絶されてしまう。彼の夢へ入りグリムと戦う者はいますか？
もちろん私たちが。
Interesting. Oh, Weiss also has one growing on her back.
なのにお前と来たら全く期待できないな、ジョー。胸を腰抜け臆病者。違う。
俺だってやれる。やれるんだ。
姉ちゃん、怖いよ。助けて。
Why is he a little fox bear thing? Or I guess he's supposed to be a rabbit? Nightmare phone?
私です。無事に見つけましたか？よろしい。戦って彼を解放してください。ジョーン君を見つけ出しました。
早いな。素晴らしい。
仲間同士気遣っていたからこそいいチームです。
That was it? Oh, there it is. I like that her weapon's a dream catcher. Yeah, those things definitely have a parasitic look to them.
通常グリムは獣の姿をとります。しかし中には特殊なグリムも存在すると知っておきなさい。
あ、ネスゴシさん、授業はどうしたのみんな。
Well, so we know they're gonna have to deal with another one because Weiss has got that shit growing on her
オ
too.
ーラの発揮が小さかったせいでしょう。センブランスも未覚醒。戦闘時のオーラも基準値以下。それが幸いしたということですね。
弱くて得する人初めて見た。
Yeah, for real.
私が森で感じたナイトメアは他にもいます。葛藤を抱えた繊細な心の持ち主ほど狙われやすい。生徒たちにくれぐれも用心するようお伝えください。
See, Weiss has got one.
いいみんな、なんか悩みとかあったらお互い言わなきゃダメだよ。ご冗談を。グリムなどに囚われるものですか？
ワイスならきっと大丈夫。
Yeah, about that. I mean, they don't know that, but we, the audience, know it. She's got her own thorns.
それより明日のお休みですが。
Well, you would think.
フェスティバルも近いです。
Hang on. You would think, though, because there were obvious signs that Jean was infected, that they would, you know, have. Obviously, you would have a teacher of the same gender look over their bodies, make sure that they're not infected as well. Like, you would think they would take that precaution. Because it's obvious when somebody's infected because they've got all those vine marks on them.
ああ、また強盗さ。ダストだけ取ってく。どうせホワイトファングの仕業だよ。失礼。
Shit, are they going to cover like all of Volume 1 in the first 3 episodes?
頭のおかしい異常者たちかしら。彼らは心迷えるファウナスたちよ。 人類を抹殺するなどと言い出す連中ですわ。
ごく一部よ。そもそもファウナスの仕業と決まったわけじゃない。
ブレイクの言う
Technically, they didn't. To be fair, they didn't.
私が見たダスト強盗は人間だったし。
あのファウナスを捕まえる。
Ah, Sun Wukong.
ただ乗りしやがって。クズが。
クズならとっくに捕まってる。俺のただ乗りは華麗な技だ。
変な理屈。
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I think I like this dialogue in Volume 1 more. Payday! I ran into this real doll. And Upsy Daisy.
私はペニーです。はじめまして。ああ、はじめまして。お友達さん。
急がないとクズが逃げますわ。
なんとおっしゃいましたか？
あなたのことじゃないの。
違います。あなたです。
Whoa, whoa, personal space, social distancing. Neat.
私にお友達ができました。ベイルに来てよかったです。
なんですのこの子。
ごめん、急いでるのよ。
はい、ごきげんよう。
Oh, okay.
もう諦めよう。船のただ乗りでしょ。
法律を破る悪
He's a law-breaking scoundrel.
放っておけばホワイトファングに入るに決まっています。
違う。これだから世間知らずは。
私が何ですって。
偏見だらけの差別主義者よ。ファウナスというだけで犯罪者扱い。あの彼が悪党ならあなたも悪党よ。
人類を憎む純然たる悪の組織をどうして味方に
Not
できる
really.
純然たる悪なんかない。
Exactly.
人たちがファウナスを追い詰めたのよ。
Mm-hmm.
喧嘩しないで。
彼らに命を奪われた人々の葬儀に立ち会ったことがあって。
I mean, it's one of those things. Both sides have done bad things to each other.
悲しみを知ってますの。私がどれだけ辛い思いをしたかも。
私たちは虐げられることにもううんざりなの。
We? Nani?
私たち。
ブレイク、どこ行くの？
やっぱりな。リボンなしの方がいいと思ったんだ。
ブレイクいた？ダメ。港にはいないのかも。
好きにさせたらいいのです。
チームメイトでしょ。
They're legit going through all of Volume 1 in 3 episodes. Holy shit.
私、倉庫の方探してくる。
Yeah, there's not much content to really cover. And Volume 1 was about an hour long anyways.
だけで憎むなら、それこそあんたは差別主義者よ。
Tell her, Yang.
確かに言い過ぎたかもしれません。
You think?
でもあの組織は
組織の話とかもういいから。
I like this a lot. Hello, Nightmare.
嘘。お前マジでホワイトファングだったのか？
Although
そうよ。
I'm kind of not liking these scene transitions. They're kind of bouncing a little all over the place. So I'm starting to notice that they're kind of bouncing around. I don't know how I feel about that, but I understand that this is kind of a... If any of you have watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, they did a very similar thing with like the first, I want to say like the first like 3 or 4 episodes where they pretty much sped through the first act of the story. Because in the 2003 one, they actually covered everything, but because the anime got ahead of the manga, it went its own path, and I did not like it when it diverged away from the source material. So that's one of the gripes that a lot of people have with Brotherhood, is that the beginning of it is really fucking sped through, and having watched both of them, I kind of see where they come from. But yeah, that's the only flaw I see in Brotherhood. Anyways, yeah, these transitions are getting a little weird, a little off-putting. And I was hoping they'd hold off on introducing Penny and Sun. But we're 3 episodes into the first season, so it actually works.
でどうする気だ？
ダスト強盗の犯人を確かめる。
そういや、船で誰かが話してたな。シュニーダストカンパニーの貨物船がダストを積んでくるって。
本当？
取られた分の補充さ。強盗からすりゃ獲物の方から来るようなもんだ。
Ah, so bright. Well, where'd you come from? Holy shit. Yeah, exactly. Where'd you come from? Okay, that was creepy.
猫耳さんですから。耳？リボンじゃ。外した姿も見ましたよ。
どこで？あんた全然心配してないでしょ。どうせうちの妹とも仲いいふりしてるだけじゃない？二段ベッドが憧れとか適当なこと言ってさ。黙ってないで何か言いなよ。どうしたらいいかわからないんです。リーダーになれず、ピュラとチームを組めないどころか、チームメイトの一人はファウです。想像していたことと。
Okay, you're being selfish as fuck there, Weiss.
泣く。もう参ったな。
Jesus Christ. I
I
do like that there's inner conflict between them, though. Now my question is, how are they going to handle this fight? Because I was not a big fan of it in Volume 1. I mean, I liked it, but the ramifications of it I didn't like. Like how Blake and Ruby felt like side characters to their own story. And like Sun and Penny got all the spotlight. There's an animal in trouble.
あなたが甘やかすからルビーも力を見せびらかして褒められたがってばかりなのです。違いますか？
分かった分かった。あんたこそ最高のチームメイトだのなんだの言ってないで、仲間ってものが何か考えたら。
ダスト強盗だ。急げ。さあ、なんだあの化け物は。
Okay. Sure. Swoosh.
戦闘完了です。なんですのこれ。
ルビー、ブレイク。
Well, they cliffed out the fuck out of that fight.
ホワイトファングじゃないの。あとリボンの下は猫耳なんだよ。可愛いよね。え、マジ？
ワイス、私は組織には。
組織の話はもう結構。それより私考えました。考えて考えて考えて決めました。全部気にしません。
気にしない。
はい。ですから今後もし大きな問題があればチームメイトに相談なさい。どこかの誰かではなく。
Well, how does she know that? How does she know that Blake talked to him about it? Okay. That kind of bothers me. So I wonder. Oh, I thought that was the imposter.
気にしないだけで精一杯。ファウネス、ホワイトファングを許せるわけじゃない。
It's a nightmare. Okay, to avoid copyright, it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like it's just in credits, but let's check. Okay, first 2 episodes, I can go ahead and safely say I enjoy both of them. Very little to pick apart there of anything I didn't like. The third episode, they jumped around. The transitions kind of got on my nerves a little bit. The jumping around got on my nerves a little bit because it felt a bit disjointed, if that makes sense. And it looks like they crammed Volume 1. They pretty much crammed all of Volume 1 into 3 episodes, which, about an hour long, because that's about how long the first volume was, because the episodes are actually super short. So I'm wondering if this is... No, because, I don't think they could cram Volume 2 into 3 episodes again, because Volume 2 was actually almost 2 hours long, and I don't think they're going to do Volume 3 for this one. I think Volume 3 will be all of next season. But they've also got the subplot of the nightmares, which I'm assuming is going to be our conflict going forward into episodes 4 and 5 and 6, or however many episodes they decide to do. So what this feels like to me is a retelling of Volume 1, and then I think it's going to become its own story. But at the same time, I'm trying to remember how the hell they say it, because it's like, it's a retelling, but it's not a retelling. It's a remake, but it's not a remake. And I don't think it's a remake. I do think it's a genuine retelling. It's just a different format of how they're showcasing the story. And I do feel like, because I'm thinking about it now, because Blake and Son were talking about the Dust Freighter coming in, the bandits are going to come steal it. Blake and Son show up, and then it cuts to Ruby, and then Penny's there, and then it transitions over to Weiss and Yang having their back and forth, and then it transitions over to Roma and saying, "What the hell is that monster?" as he's flying away. And then it cuts to Penny with her blades and everything like that, and there's fire and destruction and chaos everywhere. And then it's just like, okay, so that was resolved without any issue. That I didn't like. I like, especially for if you wanted to treat this as its own individual telling of the RWBY story, as opposed to it being supplemental material, which it's what I like. The production value of this tells me this is more than supplemental material that they've got going here. This feels like its own individual telling of the RWBY story. And I think they did a lot better here with it. I feel like the story, the way the characters interacted, was told a lot better. And even though, Weiss and Ruby kind of sorted out their issues after, one episode of conflicting with each other, it still felt like Weiss had some shit to work out with, Blake. And then, of course, Yang is like, you are a bigot, you're this, that, and the other. And and again, I'm thinking that it's like, I kind of wish they didn't introduce Son and Penny, but this is only the 3rd episode into what I'm assuming is a 12-episode season, so it's actually fine. Son and Penny can actually be along for the ride now. They don't feel like they were just randomly thrown in at the last minute to get all the shine and whatnot. I still think they could have had the Blake and Son scene with Roman, where he reveals what's going on, that the White Fang is involved, but, the people with him obviously aren't White Fang. They're fake White Fang members. Or were they actual White Fang members? I don't remember. I don't remember. I guess you could go either way. It could be the authentic White Fang, or it could be the fake ones. Although, no, I might be thinking of Celtic Phoenix's rewrite. Yeah, because I think in the Volume 1 finale, it was actual Faunus working with Roman. And, you could have, it's like, oh shit, it's Roman. Blake knows of him. We've had dealings with him in the past. And, they're being a bit more brazen with their operations. So Adam must be planning something big, which, by this point, Cinder had already has him and the White Fang under her payroll. Hence why Roman's there, because she got to Roman first. So you could kind of set that up for the main plot going into what would be, I guess, quote, Volume 3. Instead of this hopping around, it was bouncing all over the place, and it's like, yo, what's going on? Now, if you've already seen Volume 1, obviously you know everything that happened, so it's, I could kind of be like, okay, it's just the cliff notes of what happened there. But for somebody that hasn't seen RWBY, like this is your first exposure to it, this is gonna confuse the fuck out of you because you're not gonna know what the hell's going on. You're gonna be looking at Penny like, well, what the fuck is she? What's going on here? But yeah, again, they could have had the whole Sun Blake Roman fight. Those two have at each other. RWBY shows up, and instead of her getting one shot, which I fucking hate that they did that, she could be like, hang on, let's go. She could see Blake and Son, of course, and she could be kind of conflicted of like, well, do I go get help? Do I get a professional? Or do I hop down there and help them out? And you could just have Penny immediately hop down, do her thing, and then RWBY gets to Blake and Son to like protect them. And then they just kind of watch in awe as Penny lays down to waste. And then you have Roman say, oh my god, a monster. And then you could have I guess before, like you could have Penny jump down. And then you could have Weiss and Yang do their scene, and then you hear like the big explosion, and then it cuts to them, getting up and running, and then you have Penny do the destruction, and then it cuts to Yang and Weiss arriving right as the destruction has ended, and then they can be like, well, what the hell happened here? And then they all talk about it, and it's like Penny's something more, and my poster just randomly fell down. I just watched it as it fell. But then you could have that, and then I guess they're not doing the whole Penny can't be wandering by herself and whatnot. And then, yeah, they didn't have the whole Crow sending husband the thing, the Queen has pawns. But this, the Nightmare subplot, I kind of thought, I was like, when it infected John, and they kind of got that resolved, like that was fucking easy. I get that it was now set up for what's going to happen to Weiss going forward. So it's not that the plot, or it's not that the conflict's resolved. It's that it was introduced. It's just to show you, like, this is how the scrim works. Weiss has got that going on her neck because we saw it growing on her. I was like, what the fuck's that crack on her back? Like, what's going on there? And then I saw it on John, and it's just like, what the hell's going on? What is this shit? And then we see what happened. But it looks like the one that infected Weiss is a lot deadlier than the one that got to John. So I'm going to be curious to see RWBY, Yang, and Blake deal with that one. And, maybe we'll get an actual fight and not just they pluck it out of John, or actually crawled out of John on its own, and then the Nightmare Lady just... I need to take that poster down because that thing's been falling apart for like a better part of 4 months now. Yeah, it's going to fall. And my cat's just like looking, hey, come here. Come here, hey. Come here. You want to make a cameo? You want to be the cameo cat again? Say hello to the little kitty. Say hello, little kid. But yeah, like, I feel like that's going to be the plot going forward. Like, we're going to get an actual fight with the Nightmare that's infected Weiss, and then maybe that will help Weiss kind of grow to like Blake and Yang and RWBY more, and be like, yeah. He doesn't like being held like this. All right, off you go. You made your cameo. But yeah, I would say I liked most of what I saw. Like, this just, towards the end there, I kind of didn't like the whole skipping around tidbits. That part kind of annoyed me a little bit, but that just boxed it down like 8 point. I'd still say this was overall like an 8 out of 10 for me. This was really, really good. And I'm interested to see what they do going forward. Anyways, this has been going on for an hour and a half, and I'm sure those two Neos are tired of bouncing their hips left and right and holding their arms up like that. So I'm going to give them a break because, like I said, I'm not paying them overtime. So I will see you all for whatever video I decide to upload next, and hopefully it'll be more of this content for next weekend when I actually upload this. So, anywho, have a good one, folks.